look at their guys here this year. Joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, the staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team's going to be pretty successful.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Mike Minor gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
And now in the box, Adalberto Mondesi. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The shortstop, Adalberto.
Here's the first pitch.
Mondesi.
Base hit into right center. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Runner at second now as a result of the error, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Jonathan India. From the stretch.
Ball one.
Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondbacks squad as they begin play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Varsho is right there, 1 down.
That is first. The first baseman.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. In his career against Mike Minor, he's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Mitch Haniger is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there, right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you've got to let go on.
A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1.
No, that's low. Ball back outside.
Tyler Stevenson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Ready with the 3-1. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with the base open to work with.
Here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Rojas. Still ranging back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year. And it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
Standing in now, Tyler Stevenson. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Peralta's under it. And that retires the side. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Chase Field. 2-0 Cincinnati. Now into the box, Josh Rojas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder.
Here's the pitch. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Wind up and the 0-1. Castillo has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
No balls and a strike to count.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Swing and a little blooper to center. Mundesi is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third. The second baseman.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He was the main contributor offensively for his team yesterday, driving in both of their runs. In there, a base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
Into the box, Seth Beer. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in hoping not to fall too deep into an early season hole as they're just 1-5 to start the new campaign.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level,
we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1 left for Arizona. They trail things here 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, Jose Martinez. Now the first pitch.
Martinez.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Nice line drive to right field right there. Dan, does it concern you when you're missing middle part of the plate early in the game?
It does, D-Roll. This is the kind of guy that he can't get away with those kind of mistakes. He needs to work the corners up, down, in, and out. And like that one right there, he has to stay out of the middle of the zone.
Kyle Farmer swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Nope.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Martinez aboard here at first with nobody out. 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
3-2.
3-2, full count. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And it's fouled away. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And now Nick Senzel, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And this is low, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, the count. 2 out with the man at first. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
And he swings and lifts an easy fly ball into shallow center field. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. Reds lead 1, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in will be Christian Walker. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That strike 2.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Next it'll be Carson Kelly. His prior history versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups. No hits in 2 at-bats. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. Hit hard on the ground at first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
The third baseman, Drew Ellen.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Senzel makes the play, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Pitch on the way. Jonathan India will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point.
1-1.
Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate here is Joey Votto, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Nope.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Reds are down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. The batter will be Dalton Varsho. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Next, here is Nick Ahmed. In his career versus this pitcher, he's a .333 hitter. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Henniger is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Josh Rojas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Down the third baseline, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, and after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging at that pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Now the first pitch. This pitch is popped up. Farmer into foul territory, and no one will get this one. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Senzel backing up on it. He leaves his feet, but it's off the wall. And the runner will score from second. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought, and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Ketel Marte is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And that misses 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
box now, Seth Beard. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First time up, he went down looking.
Ball.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-2.
That's out.
This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Votto. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the all set for the start of the 4th. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch Haniger.
And that was a great swing he put on that changeup last time up to hit that home run. Just an absolutely textbook job of letting it travel, keeping his hands back before exploding on it.
Skied into straightaway right. Rojas will wait on it, and he puts it away for the first down. Next up, Tyler Stevenson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Stepping in once again is Jose Martinez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Base hit into right center.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and it stakes the Reds to a 4-2 lead. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Showtrack. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
The right fielder, number 12, Mike Yastrzemski
digging in at the plate. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up. Here's a pop-up now. Ellis is under it, and that's the 3rd out. One more for the Reds, and it comes on this home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-2 Cincinnati. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Christian Walker.
the first baseman.
He'll take a look at the strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Carson Kelly comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
I got to count 2-2.
Still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Drew Ellis is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Throw on Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Nick Senzel. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The center fielder, Nick.
First offering.
Senzel.
And it's fouled away. Senzel has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base and he's thinking about second and third. Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. 1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. And this is lined hard to deep left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Jonathan India digging in now. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Oh, what a play! The tag gets 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That ball almost got through the hole right there. Could have been a seeing eye single. Love to step in a dive to his left. That's actually a harder play. It's almost easier to go backhand when you're reacting at third base. Nice play right there. Nice angle to the baseball.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for... Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lavello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Back goes Yastrzemski. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So one out and nobody aboard. And that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next to bat. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Lifted down the line in left. Haniger in pursuit. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Number 10.
So stepping in is Josh Rojas. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Zach Davies will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Mitch Haniger. And now a pitch on the way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Here's the 0-2.
Ball, that's low.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
The windup and the 0-1. Belted high in the air out to left. Peralta going back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
You know, D-Row, you're not afforded as many mistakes when you're not throwing that ball in the 90s or above, and this guy needs to be real fine with his location.
You know, Dan, that's just a great swing by that hitter right there, because when you see low velocity, a guy out on the mound that's not going to blow the heater by you, maybe sometimes you expand the zone. Not the case right there. He set him up. He wanted something over the heart of the plate. He didn't miss it.
Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. That being very aggressive right now.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike
2 balls,
regardless.
1 strike, the count.
Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3-1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
There's ball 4. Next to hit, Mike Yastrzemski. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the AB now. Popped him up. Ahmed is there to make. So here is David Peralta. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Out in front of it, strike one.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Mondesi scoops it up. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Now it'll be Ketel Marte. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
That evens it up 1-1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Now to the plate, Seth Beer. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. In there, and it's 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel.
The center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. The windup and the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1. Nope, that's down.
Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Peralta is there, and he has it for the out.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Up next, Adalberto Mondesi. He doubled his last time through. The pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Jonathan India is on deck. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit down the line at first. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and in to swing the bat next is Jonathan India. Runners off for second. And a step off, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ian Kennedy comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. Mondesi leads off first with one away. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
Here's a look over at first. Don't want to forget about him. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. No plate discipline that time. He's in the hole now, 0-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Mitch Haniger will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. From the stretch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game: if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
So now to the plate, Tyler Stevenson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. 3 runs already home here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Rojas makes the catch. The inning is over. But 3 for the Reds in the inning, all come. Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Christian Walker. Line to the right side. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And that's out number 1. Next up is Carson Kelly. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Kelly.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. High in the air into shallow left center. Waiting on it is Haniger, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next to the Diamondbacks.
Next to dig in, Drew Ellis grounded out in his last at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air out to right. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. Diamondbacks. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report. Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the DH, Jose Martinez.
Jose Martinez.
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball inside.
Swing and a line drive. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
To the plate now, Kyle Farmer. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Martinez on at first, nobody out. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And a full count now as Kennedy misses there. It's 3-2 now. Fouled off. And another foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work. J.B. Wendelken comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Mike Yastrzemski will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Wendelken, a 6'1" right-hander. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Strike two as the fastball is let go. None out, runners at first and second. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. So next to bat will be Nick Senzel. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Walker in foul ground. 1 out.
Now batting.
So the next to bat will be Adalberto Mondesi, and he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. No balls and a strike to count.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
0-1 count, and the pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Marte ranges back, and he has it for route number 2.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
First delivery to him. Jonathan India is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy has come in and just executed everything he's wanted to against this offense. Nice to settle the boys down, maybe regroup, and we can get the bats going.
Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. He'll come to the plate with it, and not in time as the run scores. And quite a turn of events there, as not only is he on the dropped 3rd strike, but a run scores as well. He's set, and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Looking to minimize the damage here.
1-1.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, the 301st of his career, as this lead got even wider.
Man, that has to hurt. He was 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning without the wheels coming completely off. But guess what? Now this thing is stripped and on blocks.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
3-2 now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Skied down the left field line. After it is Peralta. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. The Reds are on top, 13-2. And now here is Dalton Varsho. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Now a swinging bunt. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Another one sent foul. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Up next,
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Dalton Varsho becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 10.
Stepping up is Josh Rojas. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he takes ball 1. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Farmer brings it in. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Mark Melanson enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
This one's down to third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Up next for Cincinnati, the designated hitter, Jose Martinez.
At the plate now, Jose Martinez. Marte fields it cleanly. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
First pitch of the AB on its way. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it, so Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So a good bounce back. So now here is David Peralta starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Yastrzemski, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Patel.
At the plate, Patel Marte. And he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Swing and a line drive. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And a good decision apparently to push it this time. He's in at second with a stand-up double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Count now a ball and a strike. Marte leads off second with nobody out. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Christian Walker. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Fielded by Votto, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Carson Kelly. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. No balls and 1 strike. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, but this will land untouched.
It's going to be back to some serious T-work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Count is 1 and 2 now. Arizona down to its last strike.
Nope, that's a ball.
Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2 and 2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Stevenson is after it. But the batter's going to take first easily after striking out.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so...
Red skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Cole Sulser will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Stepping in now, Drew Ellis. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Makes the catch, and the Reds have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
13-3 the final score. The Cincinnati Reds took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Luis Castillo earns his first win of the season as he
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute.
desert clouds are out in force this evening as we welcome you inside Chase Field here in Phoenix. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball. Next on the show. Luke Weaver is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
So here is Nick Senzel. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Valley of the Sun as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Striding in is Adalberto Mondesi. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard, and if you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's one that misses to the Cincinnati shortstop. It's 2-0 now.
Just pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in your strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. He's running. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Marte for 1. On the first, but not in time as he beats it out. So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. First pitch on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. A ball and a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. In now for the Reds, Mitch Haniger. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Cole Hamels, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Still a top left-hander. This guy was the World Series MVP not that long ago with the Philadelphia Phillies. When you think of Cole Hamels, you think of one thing, a great straight changeup. He had that coming out of high school near the San Diego area. He's a top-quality pitcher, and he still has enough velo to get it by him. He's still a very good pitcher, Matt.
And that's the first down.
Batting second.
The plate now is the designated hitter, David Peralta. Early season batting line well above 300 coming into this one, so he'll look to keep that kind of success going. Ball one to start the at-bat. One out, nobody on. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. There's the 2-1 home.
We got full count.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Payoff pitch one more time. High in the air out to center field. Senzel is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air to center field. Senzel makes the play, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. We are still scoreless. Mitch Haniger the next to bat. He's coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in. Swung on and missed.
The count.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat then.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like the pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Mike Yastrzemski is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Fouled off.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought us good stuff in this one.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Still 2-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So next to hit is Tyler Stevenson. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1 now. Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. Guess he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swing, and Moustakas sends a drive to right. This ball's got some carry. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Moustakas. First home run of the campaign for him. And it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer. To the left side, but it's well foul. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
I got 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left. Second home run early in the year as the Reds move out in front now, 3-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Into the box, Donovan Solano. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Varsho gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Hamels into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's 1 gone. Now to the plate, here is Carson Kelly. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase. But this will land untouched. And it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down. That's a ball.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kelly, base runner at first with 1 out. And he fouls this one off. Got him. So a runner at first with 2 away, and in to hit next is Dalton Varsho. A ball and no strikes.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Nick Senzel. He worked the walk to open up the ball game.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati third. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball.
Grounder down the line at third.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And that misses 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
And it's fouled away. Now the 0-1. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Now to bat, Drew Ellis, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command, and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Drew Ellis is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Jordan Luplow comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Another 1-2 delivery, and a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Josh Rojas is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throwing the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
This is a head scratcher. I mean, that's the shortest throw on the infield, and somehow he lets it sail wide of the mark for an E4. A couple more like that, and doubt starts to creep into the second baseman's mind.
David Peralta is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Runners on the move for second. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Haniger, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So bases are empty with 1 gone, and now stepping in is Mike Yastrzemski. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Here comes the 1-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Tyler Stevenson is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-1 the count now. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas.
Yeah, he absolutely torched a fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a bouncing ball for the second baseman Marte. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to hunt. Leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Ketel Marte. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change, 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This for the second baseman, Solano. And he's set down, 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Christian Walker. He flew out in his last AB. Fastball in there for a called strike. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. This one's down to third. Farmer's got it. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning. Stepping in next, Carson Kelly, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Line hard toward right center. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Corbin Martin is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Into the box, Kyle Farmer. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First offering lifted down the line in left. Luplow will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. Next to hit is Donovan Solano. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And that misses for ball 1. Martin, a native Texan. He's a second-year big leaguer. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Fouled off. Ready with the 1 and 2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Full count now. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Next, it'll be Nick Senzel. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney. At the plate now is Nick Ahmed. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Called strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Henniger, and that's the first out of the inning. The batter will be Dalton Varsho. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 the count. And the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Up next for Arizona, Drew Ellis. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is all set for the start of the inning. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. There's a changeup offered and missed. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready now for Cincinnati. Joey Votto 0 for 2 for him to this point. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Now the pitch.
I got 2-1 the count.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out?
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Rojas. Still going back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. Number 302 career as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
To the plate now, Mitch Haniger, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
2-2.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Swing and he pops him up. Marte onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So now into the box is Jordan Luplow to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 10.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Josh Rojas. No hits to this point, and it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Next to be the designated hitter, David Peralta. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. No balls and a strike to count. In there, strike 2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Senzel makes the play, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. He's set, here it comes. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, one down. Mike Moustakas will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Swing and a miss that time. Strike one. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate is Kyle Farmer. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high up.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Into the box now, Donovan Solano. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And there's ball 1. Farmer stands at second with 2 gone. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring. An infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Ready now is Ketel Marte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Second baseman.
Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Christian Walker is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. And stepping in, Carson Kelly. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game. He's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, and they say better late than never, and that's definitely the case here. They couldn't get anything going through the first 6 frames, but they scratch a run across here in the 7th. We'll see if they can parlay that first run into something more.
Nick Ahmed is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Fastball swung on and missed. High in the air out to center field. Senzel backing up on it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. next to stand in is Dalton Varsho. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Yeah, and I think he might have lulled himself into a false sense of security out there. Prior to this inning, he was pitching a shutout, but now he's starting to look a little off.
At the plate now, Drew Ellis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 0-1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Kelly at second. Varsho at first. 2 out in the inning. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw over to third here, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. Noah Ramirez is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Number 50.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Nick Senzel. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 2. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A pause and the 0-2.
Ball, that's off the plate.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. First pitch on the way. Right side. Throw gets him 2 down. Joey Votto will stand in yet again as we flash it back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. A little bouncer. Try again, 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks.
Hamels into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
The left fielder, number 8.
And now in the box, Jordan Luplow. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. Fouled away. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. It's taken. Now it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel backing up on it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in next, Josh Rojas. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
That's ball.
Now it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Farmer picks it up cleanly. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail it 4-1. So here.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. The 1-1.
Count 2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
To 2-2 now.
I got the count 2-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
The 2-2.
Full count.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
First offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Stepping in now, Tyler Stevenson. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Mike Moustakas. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. He also has 1 home run. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Kyle Farmer is on deck. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. And now Kyle Farmer. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Stevenson on second. Moustakas is over at first with 1 away. Down and away, ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter number 7.
Digging in will be Donovan Solano. He bounced out last time up. First pitch of the AB now. In the dirt here. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Has a look, now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2 and 2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided. Striding forward now is the DH, David Peralta.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, the designated hitter.
First pitch of the AB now. This is line to left. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend. Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels.
Number 41.
So he'll leave after 8 strong innings, as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. Ready. Here's the first pitch. Ketel Marte stands in as he looks at a called strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a little blooper to center. Mondesi onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-0 the count. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
No strike.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Fouled off.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Drilled right back up the middle. Mondesi picks it up. Solano for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Cincinnati took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Cole Hamels gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Luke Weaver was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.